Okay, so I did look. I gently nudged her out of the nest box, and I did take a good look at the babies. And the one baby does have some food in its crop, which is great. And then the other baby didn't have any food in its crop, so we're gonna leave it in there, keep a close eye on it, and we'll check it tomorrow morning and see if it has any egg food in it. If it still doesn't, and hopefully still alive, I may pull the baby and put it over with Lollipop in her clutch in hopes that that she'll take over it and feed it. It's exact, I mean, it hatched the same day as hers, so the chicks are same size, everything, so it should be perfect. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully she'll feed them. Hopefully those other 2 eggs will hatch out as well, and we'll have us a bunch of baby Rosy Bourkes. I'm so excited, guys. Bird nerds, what is going on? Hope everyone's doing great. We're just hanging out here in the bird shed with Pink Lemonade. She enjoys hanging out with me and cleaning stuff. We've been moving lots of birds around, cleaning out cages, setting up new cages, kind of doing a transition phase here with finishing up on some of my Bourkes and starting the grass parakeets or my scarlet-breasted parakeets. I've also thrown my diamond finches. I'm not sure if I'm not 100% sure if I have a female, but we threw them together in hopes that maybe they'll pair up. And then we also set up our canaries. So, but today I just wanted to kind of highlight the Bourkes real quick and kind of catch you up on what's transpired. So we've got our scarlet-breasted parakeets in there now, in hopes that we can start getting them to breed here pretty soon. And we separated, well, I didn't separate them, they're still paired together, but I did take out my Rubino and Lutino Bourkes. You can see the females on the left, males on the right. So they had eggs. They had 4. Was it 4? Yeah, they had 4. All 4 were fertile. They started to hatch them out, and I got some video clips. I'll throw them in here in a minute. So, and I just wanted to catch you guys up. Thankfully, they laid, and Lollipop laid at this almost the exact same time. Like their incubation periods were almost identical. I think my Lutinos and Rubinos hatched like a day before Lollipop's hatched, but they hatched them, and I kept a close eye on them just because their last clutch they didn't feed and the babies died, and I've been trying to get some of these babies going here. After about a day, it was about a day and a half, I saw that she wasn't feeding them. The babies' crops were still empty. She wasn't really sitting on it very good. So I grabbed her eggs and I threw them in with Lollipop. And then Lollipop, she had 5 eggs. All 5 were fertile. Not sure what happened, but only 2 of the 5 hatched. Had a couple dead in the shell, which is a really big bummer. I was hoping for something more. But so we've got 4 chicks total. 2 of the Rubino and Lutino, 2 of Lollipops. We did have a couple other chicks that had hatched, but they didn't make it. I didn't transfer the babies over quick enough from my Rubino pair. And so the one didn't make it, and one of Lollipop's as well didn't quite make it. So kind of a bummer there, but we've got 4. So I've got a couple different videos that show each pair with their chicks, and then the last video will have Lollipop sitting on the 4 babies. And so I'll throw that in right here. Well, we've got our Rosy Bourkes. It's our Rubino and our Lutino. And their chicks should be hatching any day. So we're gonna peek in the nest and see. That's the male that's sitting out there. The female's been really tight at sitting, which is great. There she is. Oh, there's some empty eggshells there. Oh, you can see a little baby underneath her. Good. There's another empty shell there. So it looks like we got 2 hatched. Maybe there's an egg underneath. Very cool. Looks like they just either hatched today or yesterday. Now they did hatch the last clutch and they didn't feed the babies. So I'm keeping an extra close eye on them. And I have another Rosy Bourke pair that fortunately laid almost the exact same time. So I'm gonna be checking their nest to see if their eggs have hatched too. And if I see that she's not taking care of these chicks, I may move them into the other Rosy Bourke nest with Lollipop in hopes that maybe they'd have a better chance there. So I'm gonna move her off, just make sure the chicks are alive, make sure they're moving okay, there's nothing wrong with them. Hopefully she started to feed them. I just put in some fresh egg food for them. So I might push her out of the nest in hopes that maybe she'd eat some egg food. And we'll come back. It looks like I can see that little baby moving a little bit down there, but we're gonna hopefully try and get her off without her flying out of the nest box. So give me a second here. I know, Mama. I know. Okay, so we got 2 chicks. Looks like both of them are alive. They look nice and fluffy. I don't quite see any food in their crops, so we'll keep a close eye on them just to make sure that she feeds them. I really would like these chicks to survive, so we'll keep a close eye on them. Let's check the other nest box. Let's check Lollipop's nest box and see if those chicks have hatched yet or not. All right, so we've got the nest box pulled down. Let's pop it open and see if she has any chicks yet. Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple opened eggs there. And Lollipop, she's tame. Oh, as I say that, she flies out. Look at that. All 3 chicks have hatched. This is fantastic. So exciting. So it looks like the 2 chicks probably hatched yesterday, and then that 3rd one hatched today. But the thing is you can already see that she's been feeding them. You can see they've got some food in their crops there, those 2 bigger ones. And the ones in my last nest box didn't. And so that's what I'm really concerned about. And I may move those chicks over. And I may move them over to here in hopes that maybe she'll raise those ones as well. But so far, looking good. Love me some Bourke babies. So cute. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully we can keep them alive, keep them going. One thing that has been hard, we still are in winter. It's starting to warm up a little bit. We're getting at about 40s as our highs right now. We'll have a little bit of a cold spell coming next week, but or this week. But one thing is, it's been kind of tricky, is my male Rosy Bourke. He's down here in the bottom with Lollipop. He's actually a great male and very attentive. And lots of times when he goes in and rests and roosts at night in the nest box, he'll pull one of the chicks over and he'll sit on them and keep them warm throughout the night. The problem is when the morning comes, then he jumps up and hops out, and the chicks are still young enough they can't make their way back over to the female because it's a fairly long nest box. It's the same as this. We've got a decent gap, and inside the nest box is a little divider piece of wood. So I've had to go in every morning and pull the chick back over so that it doesn't get cold and die. So even though we're keeping the bird room pretty warm right now, looking at it, we're at like 74 degrees inside here, 75 degrees. It's still cold enough down there that those chicks, they can't survive too long without mom sitting on them, with them being so little and not having any feathers. So you see my zebras right there, I'm feeding them. That's cool. Anyways, so I've had to go over this like every morning this week and pull one of the chicks back. So he does a great job, but at the same time, you almost want to say, stop helping, because if I'm not there to pull it back over, the chick's not going to make it. Once the chicks get older, then they can migrate back and forth in the nest box and huddle up if they need to, or separate if they're warm, things like that. But so just wanted to kind of give an update on the Bourkes. They really are great birds, guys. I know I've had several people ask that I do another video on them. The babies, when the babies, if they're not hand raised, right, when they first come out, they're pretty skittish. They fly around quite a bit, and they can tend to be pretty flighty, but they calm down really quick. Pink Lemonade and Lollipop, they're my only hand-raised babies. But even like my Rubino and my Lutino pairs, like when I had them in this cage, I could open that door, I could clean it out, I could pull stuff in and out, and they stayed really calm. My male Rosy Bourke down here, who's companions with Lollipop, I mean, he'll let me get, this close to him. He'll sit there and watch me when I'm checking the chicks out. I mean, he's within touching distance. So they calm down really quick. They're great pets, guys. If you're looking for a pet bird, I would say a Bourke parakeet probably could be one of your best pet companions. They tame down really quick. They are super curious and fun. They're active. So they're really fun to play with and hang out with. I mean, Pink Lemonade is so curious. Every time I'm in the shed, she's trying to do everything that I'm doing, or she's checking out every space of the cage. So they're great active birds, but they're quiet. They have a cute little call. They can mimic whistles and words. So Mikey, you guys all know Mikey. He whistles, says a few words. My Bourkes are starting to pick up on it, and they're starting to whistle too. But it's quiet. It's not anything that hurts your ears or your neighbors are going to hear or complain. So they make great, quiet, calm pets. They're easy to care for. I mean, they're very basic. And you can get a huge variety of colors. You can see my male here. So he's the wild type. Got him up there. We've got Pink Lemonade, so she's the rosy type. You've got your Lutinos and Rubinos that have the red eyes. You have your opal, so Pink Lemonade is an opal. She's got the red eyes, but still has some of the darker pink colors, things like that. So they come in many different variations and colors. So if you guys want some Rosy Bourkes, I would highly suggest that you take a chance on them. Usually they're pretty great birds. So, but I know Pink Lemonade, it's been a while. She's been wanting some of the attention there. She's gonna trim my beard for me. But yeah, so let me know if you guys have any questions on the Rosy Bourkes. I'd be happy to share some comments or tips or anything else with them. They really are great birds. It took me a while to really want them. At first I was kind of like, I don't know if I want these guys, but to be honest with you, I don't know if I'd ever get rid of them now. Completely. They really are great birds, either to breed or to just keep. They're friendly with all my finches. They do such a great job with them. They're not aggressive. I have heard sometimes males can get pushy and a little bit of aggressive during breeding time, but typically they're pretty docile birds, at least from my experience, guys. The 8 Bourkes that I have now are pretty chill, and I have not had any issues with them, and I've kept all of them with all of my finches, and I've never once had too much of an issue. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions, comments, drop them down below. Happy to help out, happy to answer those for you. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. You want to say bye? See you later. Yeah, she's good. Yep, the mom's protecting them. She's sitting on them and keeping them warm so that they stay alive. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, I know that. But how did so her went through that hole?
Yep, she goes through the hole in the nest box. That's how she gets to the babies. We'll wait for the babies to get a few more days older, and then we'll probably clean out this nest box. Let's make sure all 3 are still fertile. Or sorry, still alive. You're okay, Mama.
Dad, is this a different baby? Dad, is this a different baby?
All 4 babies in there.
Dad.
What? He's a good mama. So this is what happened. So she hatched babies, and my Rubino and Lutino pair hatched their chicks, and ultimately did not.
Daddy?
Hold on. Ultimately did not feed the chicks. So 2 of my Rubino chicks died, and I pulled the other 2 and put them underneath this mama. So she's got 4 babies in here, and 2 are from the Rubino Lutino chick or pair, and 2 are from hers. So that's kind of where we're at here with that. So unfortunately we had to move them, but Lollipop's a great mom. She's been sitting on these guys and feeding them for 3 days now. So she's doing a great job. This is morning, so they haven't gotten any morning food or anything like that, but we'll get them some egg food and feed them this morning so they can get some food in them. But she's doing a great job.